Hey guys, welcome back to Smashing Punk Fan. So today I thought my driver's side headlight had gone out and I was ready to replace them, tear the whole front end apart and show you guys how to do it, but I actually discovered something else that was wrong in the vehicle and I'm going to show you here in just a second. So let's get into it, guys. So your first thought would be light bulb, right? Yeah, it's not that. Or wiring harness, especially as they age out. It's not that either. Alright guys, so that is just absolutely insane how original those look. Like, that is not even aftermarket at all. Like, it looks so original. It's crazy. You can get that reflection right there at the hood, which is a halogen. I forget what the rest of it stands for, but basically it's a halogen bulb, but we're gonna have LEDs in here. So thank you to Best Auto Parts 5 on eBay for sending us these. Are some awesome replacements. The other thing is they are blackouts, so you can see how it's kind of darker in there. It's just to give it kind of a darker appeal instead of being so reflective, but that is awesome. They're still gonna have LEDs in them. I'm so excited to get these on. I'm tired of having one headlight out and those just look badass. So even though the vehicle looks like crap, this is definitely going to take it up a notch, so let's get them installed. So if you're doing this over the summer, you definitely pick a nice shady spot, a nice covered area over the driveway, and definitely set up and take your time. Don't rush anything. Start by removing the plastics all the ways around and exposing the headlights. Right, so we already took care of the driver's side, got that one off. It's actually had all its original bolts, but this side I just wanted to go ahead and walk you guys through it real quick. So we're actually missing, this would be an 8mm right here, and then up here that tab's broken, so that's good. That needs replacing waste. This is a 10mm. There's supposed to be a 10mm right here, but they did some sort of patch repair to extend it. So this thing's kind of, it used to be owned by a police department. It was salvaged and brought back to life, and clearly it's still had work to be done. They saved $1, that's fine, I get it, but just so you know, this is some of the stuff that's going wrong with it. Compared to this side, that was a 10mm. And then there's supposed to be 8mm like right here. So clearly they did a little janky stuff, but I did notice once I got all this off, because my horns have never worked on this vehicle. One, there's a little bit of damage right there. So the way modern vehicles are designed is through impact and stuff. They are made and designed, and here's a clear reference of it, to be salvaged. And the reason why I say it is because it's to save the occupants. So imagine like an aluminum can. They're very strong, they hold all their contents the entire time they traveled from the factory to the store. They're set all on display, and the moment you crack them open, the vessel becomes weak. So same kind of concept. Vehicles are made to, in any impact, save the occupant. It's the most important thing, and it typically means that they take the beating and are easily damaged compared to stuff like a 70 Charger. Somebody in the comments right now is gonna be like, what in the fuck, you do this shit? But here's another bit of damage I found. This is collapsed. I might actually try to pull that back out, but I'm also getting ready to get the inner wheel well for this. Whatever, I digress. Ultimately, we're gonna have to replace this front clip as well. As you can see, it is missing the lower half. Normal side, not so normal side. We're missing an entire elbow right here. So radiator support, AC condenser, all that. This thing used to have good AC. Some turd, not gonna name names. Yeah, fucked it up. But with all things, they're repairable. I do like the cop bar setup. That's pretty cool. So let's go and do this passenger side one, even though it's not stock anymore. All right, now it's the moment of truth. Okay. What is going on? Alright guys, so if your driver or your passenger headlight are not working on your 5th generation Ford Explorer, which is 13th generation right there, you're gonna have 2 different fuses in there, and I'm gonna show you where they're at, because my driver's side quit working, so much so that it led me to buy replacements, as you can see, which I'm not upset about. They were a great deal and they're phenomenal. They look great compared to the old crappy ones that I've got on there. But you could save yourself, if you went with Ford, $1,300, or me, $150 for the pair. It was cheaper on eBay. By buying yourself a little fuse, a little 10 amp fuse. The headlights and the front, the low beams, are separated on 2 different fuse panels. How do I know this? Because I had to Google it afterwards. And how do I find out? After I put headlights in, and guess what? They still don't work. This is the culprit. So let's replace this 10 amp fuse, go inside the vehicle, and make sure it works. So if this is all you got, this should work. I've got one. Let's see, the teeth are gonna line up. The only thing is it's gonna be sticking way out, but that's all I've got right now. So I'm gonna test it. Worst case scenario, it pops, then know that we have a bad ground somewhere or something. So let's go ahead and spin this in there and get further working ahead. Go! So this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, don't judge. Vehicle's crapped out, whatever. This is gonna be tough because I have to keep you guys in the loop and trying to see. So you're gonna get down in here. Ugh. Don't mind me, it's just my body contorting in a messed up position. Ugh. Right here. So if it will focus, this slot right here is number 17. This one right here, this little guy is 16. So passenger, 17, driver. Let's just go ahead and put this little bad boy in. If he will fit. Might have to put the camera down. There we go. Task complete. Now let's go test the headlight. All right, round 2 of test. There we go. So it was a fuse. Those look phenomenal. There you go. Brand new HIDs, HIDs. Reassembly was honestly swift simply because you found out how much janky stuff the police department did, and the bolt bumper was actually holding most of it together, so it went together quite a bit faster than it did taking it apart, which I was thankful for. It just looks absolutely phenomenal. So much darker, like that layout. They look great. So let's go and kick them on, see what it does. Ooh, buddy. Those are badass. For 150 bucks, I cannot complain. So that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. And again, just keep in mind, you may not be working on a vehicle that's had a wreck before. So some of that is massaging you may not have to deal with. Yours may be completely easier. But all that being said, thank you guys so much for the love and support. Thank you for watching this channel. Thank you for clicking like. Thank you for sharing. Stick around because there's gonna be more happening in this vehicle as it gets older in age and mileage. And it's just gonna have more stuff done to it. So if you want to see more how-tos down below, like I said, smash like, smash subscribe, stick around and hang out because this vehicle is going to get more miles on it and I'm going to keep doing work to it like this. So thank you guys for all the love and support. Catch you in the next one.